Well, folks, it seems our former president, the tweeter-in-chief himself, Donald J. Trump, is back to his old tricks. And by tricks, I mean weighing in on international affairs he's no longer technically in charge of. This time, it's the India-Pakistan ceasefire that's caught his attention. You know, those two countries who have been at each other's throats since, well, forever? Yeah, those two. Trump, in a move that surprised absolutely no one familiar with his, shall we say, unconventional diplomatic style, took to his social media platform of choice, Truth Social, to offer his 2 cents, or maybe 200 characters, on the situation. And as always, it was a doozy. Now look, I'm no expert on international relations. I get most of my news from Twitter, just like the rest of you. But even I know that India and Pakistan reaching a ceasefire is kind of a big deal, so naturally, Trump had to get in on the action. So what pearls of wisdom did the Donald have to share about this momentous occasion? Well, in classic Trumpian fashion, he kept it short, sweet, and utterly baffling. A job well done, he declared on Truth Social, presumably referring to the ceasefire. Now, I'm not sure who he thinks he's congratulating here. Himself, the leaders of India and Pakistan? The pigeons who miraculously managed to avoid getting blown up in the crossfire? Whatever the case, Trump clearly felt the need to remind everyone that he's still got it when it comes to, well, something. Diplomacy, deal-making, tweeting from the golf course. Look, I'll give the man this. He sure knows how to make an entrance. Or at least how to insert himself into a situation that doesn't really involve him. But wait, there's more. As if congratulating the world on a ceasefire he had absolutely nothing to do with wasn't enough, Trump also decided to throw in a little something extra at the promise of trade deals. That's right, folks. According to the Donald, he's going to substantially increase trade with both countries. Now, how he plans to do this from the confines of his golf course is anyone's guess. Maybe he's going to start importing samosas and exporting MAGA hats. But hey, who am I to question the business acumen of a man who once filed for bankruptcy for a casino? Section 4, Twitterverse explodes, memes, jokes, and head-scratching. As you can imagine, the internet had a field day with Trump's latest pronouncements. Memes were created, jokes were cracked, and heads were scratched in collective bewilderment. Trump trying to take credit for the India-Pakistan ceasefire is like me trying to take credit for the sunrise, one Twitter user quipped. Next, he'll be wanting a Nobel Peace Prize, another chimed in. And of course, no Twitter meltdown would be complete without the obligatory Florida man comparisons. Look, I'm not saying Trump doesn't deserve some credit for something, but maybe he should stick to what he knows best, tweeting, golfing, and generally being a walking, talking meme. Section 5. So what's the deal, Donnie? So what's the real story here? Is Trump genuinely trying to position himself as some sort of elder statesman, dispensing wisdom and trade deals from his Mar-a-Lago bunker? Or is this all just a desperate bid for attention from a man who can't stand to be out of the spotlight? Frankly, I have no idea. But one thing's for sure, when it comes to Donald Trump, things are never quite as they seem. Until next time, folks, stay informed, stay skeptical, and for the love of all that is holy, stay off Twitter.